games are on the road. They play their home games in Belgrade, which has become a home away from home for them. It's the second season they're doing that. But again, they are on the road tonight, and technically their only road win was against Maccabi Tel Aviv, the arch rivals, who, by the way, are top of the table. So if they can beat the table toppers, they can beat anybody on any given night. So Bologna will have to be mentally dialed in. There is good news for Tel Aviv. They've added Ivi Lundberg to their roster. He won't feature tonight. Of course, Lundberg played for Bologna. Get a look here. The Jumbotron, the last time Bologna will play here in the Palladosa. They've got a new arena being built right next to the Segafredo Arena. That Segafredo Arena is a temporary structure. It's where Bologna won the Euro Cup. What a night that was. In 2022, they beat Bursaspor. Teodosic was the MVP. That was quite the season, if you remember. So Teodosic was the MVP of the Euro Cup. Vasamicic was the MVP of the EuroLeague, and Nikola Jokic was the MVP of the NBA. So if you're a fan of Serbian basketball, what a year that was. Well, Bologna come out here onto the hardwood tonight. For them, it is their 8th appearance in the EuroLeague. They're two-time EuroLeague champions. They won their first title back in 1998 when they beat AEK in Barcelona. 0-1, they beat Baskonia in 5 games. Manu Ginobili, the Argentine international, was the MVP of that series before he went to the States. But this is a Bologna that are a new project. So back in 2019, they won the FIBA Basketball Champions League competition. They beat Tenerife. In 2022, they lifted the Euro Cup championship. They beat Bursaspor. The season before that, in 2021, they went through the Euro Cup and didn't lose a game until they got to the final. So it's a club with plenty of momentum. They've got the new arena to move into, which should be ready for next season. And they hope to remain prominent in European basketball for many, many years to come. Well, you get a look at the record between the two coaches. Coach Ivanovic with a slight advantage over Coach Katash. And Coach Katash, you know, I've seen him interviewed so many times. It's almost like he's holding this club together with his bare hands. You know, such a hard task for them with the political situation being what it is. They don't get to play their EuroLeague games on their home floor. So Belgrade for them. The Alexander Nikolic is where they play their games. And, you know, we must tip our hat to the Serbian basketball community who made them feel as welcome as possible. You can see the Bologna fans here decked out in their black and white. This city in northern Italy is called Basket City because there's such a tremendous basketball tradition here. We've got two clubs, Virtus Bologna and Fortitude Bologna, who share this arena, or they will up until tonight. And so it's a real heartland of basketball here in northern Italy. Of course, Varese, who isn't far from here. What a story they have. Treviso, these Italian clubs. Tremendous histories in European basketball. Here's your 5 for the visitors: Blatt, Downton Jr., Lavi, Sorkin. And here's your 5 for Bologna: Vildoza, Edwards, Alston, Jallo, and Diouf. We'll see how Bologna go about things tonight. Vildoza in his first season with Bologna. Here's our combined officiating crew this evening. And a light week for the referees. Last week, of course, was a double week, the 4th double week of the season. My Evans and Bologna, they had a 1-1 record. They beat FS right here at home. 99-89 in round 10. They lost at Barcelona, 81-88 in round 11. As for Maccabi, just flipped that. They lost at Fenerbahce, 75-84. Fener getting their act together. But they beat Baskonia in round 11, 89-83. There were 6 players in double digits in that game. And Maccabi will need that sort of a performance. They're going to need everybody to pitch in. All hands to the pump, as they'll play tonight without Jalen Horde, a last-minute scratch, and TJ Leaf. It'll be Maccabi in the yellow uniforms, Bologna in the black and white, and Basket City is ready to rumble. The atmosphere in the air, enthusiasm is palpable, fans finding their voices. Referee steps into the center circle, and we are underway, but I think we've got a violation. Yeah, it's on Jallo. Yeah, he broke the center circle. Not quite focused in, so see if Maccabi Tel Aviv could take advantage of that. Well, Buonasera and Benvenuti here too. The Palladosa Arena. My name's Liam Canny. As ever, my privilege to be with you tonight. A very warm welcome to you from wherever it is in the world that you're joining us. Sorkin, he ran into a brick wall, a turnover, a great finish. So Bologna want to get down to work quickly. Terrific finish in transition off that live ball turnover. It's Jallo with the opening score. We're underway here from Basket City. Yeah, great pass inside, and Roman Sorkin knows what to do with it in there. Sorkin, born in Minsk, originally Belarus, he plays internationally for Israel. Vildoza, his first season with Bologna, the Argentine international. Plenty of EuroLeague experience. The scoop and score, well, that is negated by Roman Sorkin. Good rim protection. And a great pass in transition here. So Maccabi start well. Lavi annoyed he didn't finish off the play, but he's going to go to the line to throw it twice. The referees blow their whistle for the first time. That foul on Mohamed Diouf. Look at this pin here from Sorkin. Great timing. Sets the break in motion. Well, fans, remember, you can track all the live in-game statistics on the EuroLeague website. It's all the basketball, all the W's.EuroLeaguebasketball.net. Just click on the link to tonight's game in the game center, and you can track the numbers as you watch the images and listen to the sounds of the continent of Europe. It's a premier basketball competition. Lavi goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. Edwards, his shot too strong. So Tamir Blatt draws the assignment of trying to neutralize the influence of Carson Edwards. His shot hits the heel of the rim, and we are underway. Both teams want to get up and down the floor quickly. Oh, gee, what a great spin move. So quick. He rolled Roman Sorkin easily. Missed the first attempt. Watch this. Spin by. Draws the foul. That's slick. Low post move from Mohamed Diouf. And that's become a lost art in modern basketball. We see so often now. Bigs want to face the basket. Teams want to space the floor. 5 guys out. But Diouf posted up. Took his time, but then when he made that move, he was quick. So Diouf converts both. Sorkin gonna back down his defender from the perimeter. He's so smart, Sorkin. Downton kicked it. I thought there was a better option inside. Instead, he kicked all the way for the 3. So it'll be end line out of bounds here for Maccabi. Here's Brissett. Step back shot, no good. Really good defense by Bologna as they kept Brissett in front of them. And look at Diouf again, a rim runner. Gets to the halo, puts Brissett on his back, doesn't get the touch. Now you can see the spacing. Vildoza kicks to the corner, and that's short. Neither team's brought their shooting shoes just yet. Blatt. Nice backdoor cut from Blatt. Sorkin couldn't pick him out. Really nice two-man game at the top of the key. Shot wouldn't fall, but you love the execution from Maccabi. Down was on the miss. Look at Coach Ivanovic. He's got his tennis shoes on. He's a good player in his own right. Jusko Ivanovic. That's Coach Katash, who was also a good player in his own right. Ivanovic, two-time EuroLeague champion with that old Jugoplastica split team, 89 and 90. He won the title. What a team that was. Edwards strings it. You cannot let him see the rim. Oh, nice pass ahead. Now Sorkin with some work to do. Yeah, converts. Just got that pivot foot anchored to the floor. Elevates over Diouf. And you love it when your big's a rim runner. Edwards, if he can see the rim, it's got a chance of going in. So Sorkin off to a bright start. This game close in the opening minutes. Yeah, really good defensive rotation there from Maccabi as Blatt didn't go down with the screener. He headed him up to Sorkin and then rotated. It's good defensive rotations there from Maccabi. Want to get exposed in mismatches. Edwards, the provider this time, shot rattles the rim. It's a good matchup here between Blatt and Edwards. Both are ball dominant guards. Sorkin couldn't find anybody. His shot rimmed out. And look how quickly Maccabi get back on defense in their numbers. They want to make Bologna play 5-on-5 basketball as much as possible. Edwards on the bounce. The runner, no good. Diouf with the stick back. Wow, it's a great move from Diouf. Kept the ball really high, had to step through three bodies and converts on the stick back. Yeah, nice play from Sorkin. You can see now we're 11 games in to the tournament, to the season. And teams have got some slick passing. Carson Edwards rattles home the three. Carson Edwards is in the house. Good work by Diouf as he made sure that that wasn't going to get the shooter's roll. Look how quick Dubai get down the floor. Oh, great feed. Slick passing. Diouf's going to get on the end of it, but it was a terrific pass. We've got a technical foul here already. It's on Coach Katash already. Not sure what drew his ire. Going to get his money's worth now, though. Carson Edwards is built like an American football running back. You look at him and think, did he play American football in high school? Edwards. This is a free throw. He shrugs his shoulders, stands 1.80 m. From Houston, Texas, originally. He's annoyed that he missed that free throw. And Panther, German referee, to get things going. Brissett, Sorkin, gonna back down his defender. He's gonna get to the halo. Sorkin, so poised, so patient. There's a good expression, which is be patient in the post, and Sorkin did that. That ain't patient, and that goes. Carson Edwards, he's in a hurry. He gets a round of applause from Coach Ivanovic. That's the no-pass offense. And Edwards, well, Blatt, his shot no good. Downton was wide open in the corner. Blatt pulled the trigger and he couldn't get it to go. We've got a foul here as Sorkin is competing on the backboard for the rebound. Makes it difficult. He drew the foul. We're gonna get a timeout, a break in the action. Here's your score at the first break. It's Virtus Bologna 17, Maccabi Tel Aviv 9, round 12 of the EuroLeague. Shoulder here of Coach Ivanovic. Unfortunately, we can't get the audio to you. Look at the atmosphere here in this old arena. 5,720 seats. And it's got some majesty to it. You know, it's round in the corners. It's a bowl. It's got hard surfaces, so the sound bounces off those hard surfaces. It makes a cacophony when it's rocking. Well, here's a look at the contribution of Edwards. He's got 9 points. He's 3 for 4 from behind the arc. He's attempted 4 threes. My goodness. Basically a 3 a minute. See how stockily built he is. Is that a word, stockily? He's a fire plug. Built like a fire hydrant. Brissett, looking for help. Sorkin, right down Broadway, lays it up and in. Roman Sorkin doing his best to keep his club in this. Sorkin's got 8. Edwards off a pick, dumps it inside. Yeah, good drive. Terrific drive for the score. Alston with it. Blatt knocks it down. Finally, Tamir Blatt finds his touch. He's 1 of 3. It's fitting that he's got the mouthpieces. He's going against Carson Edwards. Edwards just a little bit too quick for him. I think Tamir Blatt feels like Edwards might have tripped there. Nothing to do with me, referee. Right, so in comes some subs for both clubs. Club captain John DiBartolomeo is going to come in for Maccabi Tel Aviv. What a servant he's been. And in comes Alessandro Paiola. So we got the 2 captains on the floor now for each club. Jimmy Clark also steps in for Maccabi. His task is to try to stay with the number 3 for Bologna. Paiola, reverse layup, no good. Did everything right, Paiola, just didn't put enough English on it. foul on Bologna. So Lavi will step out for Maccabi. In comes Marcio Santos, number 3, native Brazilian. Di Bartolomeo fades on the screen, got it, really good execution. And what Maccabi want to do, they want to hang in there for as long as they can. See, can they sneak it at the end? Bologna looking to go undefeated this season in the Paladosa. Yeah, nice interior passing. That ends up with a layup inside. Impressed with the way Maccabi run their sets. Percent knocks down the 3. Edwards rattles the rim. Neither team got much on the offensive glass. Bologna with 1, Maccabi with 1 offensive rebound. You can see, look at that. You love Di Bartolomeo gets down there, the guard, he puts somebody on his back. And when you're a team that's down near the bottom and you're struggling, you're 18th. Maccabi are 18th out of 20 teams. You've got to do the little things, and you've got to play hard, and you've got to out-hustle your opponents, because you're down the wrong end of the table. And you're looking up thinking, hey, how do we get up there? Di Bartolomeo is a great little story. He's from Westport, Connecticut originally. Went to the University of Rochester, which is by no means a basketball powerhouse. He just continued to make himself into a player. This is his 9th season in the EuroLeague. He's got over 225 games, over 1,000 points. Just to put it in perspective, University of Rochester was a Division III program. So it's not one of your blue blood, top of the line programs. He just worked at it and worked at his craft, and here he is now on the top European stage for basketball. Travel call. Derek Alston with the travel. He's trying to say to the referee, Panther, come on, ref. But that's what happens when you wear the orange sneakers. If you're going to drive a bright sports car, you're going to get some speeding tickets. Clark, did he get the handle? No good. Foul. As Niang was able to get, look how high he's getting up. Hangs onto it amongst 3 yellow jerseys. Well, Daniel Hackett, congratulazioni to Hackett tonight. His 350th appearance in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, 15th season for the Italian-American. Started that career with Siena back in 2012. And Matt Morgan with the 3. That Morgan averaging 40 from behind the arc. That's perfect. Di Bartolomeo, that's off the mark. Oh, great ball fake by Clark. And look at the hustle of Raymond. That's what Raymond does for you. He gives you everything. The pass ahead. And Morgan lays it up and in. And just like that, Bologna extend the lead. Last few seconds here of the opening stanza. Virtus led by as many as 8. Santos. Again, another case of great poise and patience inside. Santos powers it up and in. Now, can Bologna close this first quarter with the final score? It's been a quick quarter. Not many stoppages. Paolo calling the set play, signaling it. Remember, this is a club that lost 8 players. Morgan, I don't think that's the way that Coach Ivanovic drew it up. But Morgan gets it off in time to beat the quarter buzzer. Well, at the end of 10 minutes of play, it's Virtus Bologna 24, Maccabi Tel Aviv, I beg your pardon, Virtus Bologna 26, Maccabi Tel Aviv 24 in round 12 of the EuroLeague. We'll take a look here at some numbers. It's the 9th meeting between tonight's 2 clubs. Maccabi Tel Aviv have won 5 of those previous 8 contests. They're just trying to get a win tonight. Both teams good with the basketball, just 1 turnover each. Maccabi with 8 assists. Early look at some stats. Remember, fans, you can get involved with the EuroLeague and the Fantasy Challenge. Get that QR code in your phone. And you can see how the players are. Everyone fancies Sasha Vazenkov as their captain. Remember, the captain scores extra points for you. It'll cost you 17.5 credits. You get 100 to build a team. I tell you what, I'd grab Farid as well. He's played 3 EuroLeague games for Panathinaikos. He's been a revelation. I tell you, this quarter just flew by. Not many stoppages. Roman Sorkin, he had 8 points in the first frame. A dunk with authority. Shows a bit of agility here as he ducks under to convert that. And right on cue, he secures best performance honors of the first quarter, sponsored by BKT. Hackett, the veteran, finds Morgan. Why not? Morgan. He's having a good season this year. His first season with Bologna. Check that, second season with Bologna. Daniel Hackett with that assist, another milestone for Hackett. He ties Theo Papaloukas in 15th all-time EuroLeague history, 977 assists. Theo Papaloukas, one of those all-time great guards. Top of the key, 3, no good. That Greek team, as DiBartolomeo strings that. In that era, that Greek team had some great guards. Diamantidis, Papaloukas, Spanoulis was just coming through. Slukas not far behind that. I can see what Daniel Hackett thinks about that. Hackett's father was American, born here in Italy. Hackett played his collegiate basketball at South Carolina. I love this from Morgan. So good. He just used the baseline screen so well. He got his feet oriented. There's a lovely pass from Paola. Just invited the shot. Wrap around bounce pass from Paola. Santos trying to respond. Got it. Points right over to the bench to say, fellas, that's why coach puts me in the ball game. We've got nice rhythm to this one. Let's get the fives organized on the floor for Bologna. It's Paola and Hackett in the backcourt with Morgan, Diouf and Niang. Active defense by Maccabi. They start with Di Bartolomeo, Jimmy Clark, Lavi, William Raymond, Marcio Santos.
Maccabi sostituisce numero 4 Lavi con il numero 9 Sarki.
Foul off the ball. So Raymond's appealing. Now, I thought the EuroLeague were trying to address this where a player cut in front. So this is Paolo trying to draw a foul on Raymond. So Will Raymond, and I'll tell you, Will Raymond is not the most talented guy on a roster, but he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's going to give you everything he's got. Morgan, ambitious there, into the hands of Paola. His shot too strong. Another offensive rebound. So third possession. This trip down the floor for Bologna. They go inside and try to exploit the mismatch. Santos comes over to help. Paola, the little leaner, no good. So Tel Aviv, Maccabi Tel Aviv just hanging in there. Horn set. Raymond, and one! While Will Raymond emotes in front of the cameraman. He was frustrated that he committed the foul against Paolo in the previous possession. And look at the bearded man and the concentration. As Will Raymond comes up close and personal. Raymond from New York City originally. As you see Alessandro Paola. This is Raymond, number 11 from Maccabi. The second EuroLeague campaign. He played his collegiate basketball at Colgate University. At university in New York, and it's in what's called the Patriot League. These teams don't give scholarships, so usually high caliber players, but good students as well. Raymond gets a break. Maccabi get their largest lead of the night with this 1 point. Corner three-pointer, no good, and again, Bologna chased down a long rebound. Vildoza steps into a three, it won't go! The activity on the backboard by Mohamed Diouf. So, Bologna, another trip down the floor where they get multiple attempts because of offensive rebounds. They've had 5. Certainly something that Maccabi Tel Aviv are going to want to atone for. Carson Edwards just having a chat with the management. Knotted up at 33 each after that missed free throw. I think Clark got away with a travel. And look at the hustle of Di Bartolomeo. Yeah, Jimmy Clark definitely got away with the travel. You could hear the knowledgeable Bolognese fans saying, hey, what's going on here? Well, Morgan will step out. Morgan's got 11. He's 3 for 5. In comes Edwards. He's 3 for 5 from behind the arc. He's got 9. And these two sharp shooters might be putting on a display tonight. Slick passing. And Edwards just hanging out in the corner, waiting for the ball to arrive. It's almost like you just can't leave him. And I mean, it's easy to say from the commentary chair, but whoever's guarding him, you've got to say to him, look, you have no help responsibilities. You just stay like a glove on Carson Edwards. Otherwise, he's going to beat us by himself. 36-33, Bologna up at home against Maccabi Tel Aviv. Round 12 in the EuroLeague. There's Daniel Hackett on the timeout. We've got a little montage for you to pay tribute to the man who's in his 15th EuroLeague season.
Terrific take to the bucket. Well, the threes are raining in. That's impressive basketball.
Hackett goes for the alley-oop. Oh, what a finish to the half.
To work on Quintus Plastamone. Into the lane, lots of contact. Oh my goodness! What a block! Oh, beautiful feed.
Well, again, congratulazione to Daniel Hackett. 15 years in the EuroLeague. He started his career with Siena. He's played for Olimpia Milano, back to Siena, back to Olimpia Milano. A couple of seasons with Olympiacos. As the jump hook goes for Santos inside. 1 year with Brosa Bamberg. Remember those days, Brosa, Freak City. And Hackett's won the EuroLeague as well with CSKA Moscow. He spent the better part of 4 years there. Won the Euro Cup as well in 2022 with Bologna. So what an illustrious career. Tip our hat to Daniel Hackett. His teammates trying to get a win here. There's Edwards. Edwards, short. Black back on the floor to take over the point for the visitors. That's a tough shot, wouldn't go. Doubton couldn't get it, but Alston can. Santos steps into a three and says, look, we'll trade twos for threes all night. You can have all the hype you want, Mr. Derek Alston. But Maccabi Tel Aviv are not going anywhere. They remain close. Both teams, again, looked at this game as something they can get out of this. You know, and again, Maccabi, as I said in my opening comments, can be dangerous. They beat Hapoel Tel Aviv. And they beat them. They put a ton on them. Maccabi beat Hapoel 103-90. That game in Sofia, it was Hapoel Tel Aviv's technically home game. This game, just one possession. Virtus Bologna 40, Maccabi Tel Aviv 38.
But later on, we must switch that. That's part of our gameplay. We focus on the weak side. You have to fix it 2-on-2. We have to fix it. You can't let him roll under. Even if you switch over, that's okay. And don't, no separation. Solid. Come on, Yolo, come on. Jeff, I like that you attack. Be aggressive. Attack it. You're going to finish it. Go straight. Hey, Howard, guard you. Use it. Hey.
Right now.
Well, you love this from Coach Katash saying to Jeff Downton, look, I love that positivity. I love your aggressiveness. The drive just wouldn't fall for you, but keep it up. That coach gives you the green light. That'll give you a little spring in your step, that's for sure.
Virtus Bologna.
Sideline out of bounds here for the hosts. Round 12 in the regular season. Just over 4 minutes to play here before we go to halftime. Oh, Carson Edwards! A Euro step! Well, Manu Ginobili, one of the many legends who used to play for Bologna. In my mind, Ginobili patented the Euro step, and Edwards, a little tribute to Manu. Show and go here from Santos, but he got called for the travel. Edwards saying, hey, watch my footwork. I'm going left. No, I'm going the rim. Great move by Carson Edwards. That's got a chance to make tonight's magic moment. I'm just putting the word into our producer's ears already. The little guy was something.
Follow Maccabi. Numero 4, Rapyd. Terzo fallo.
Foul here. Pick your poison. You can choose either of the two, either Lavi or Sorkin. Saliu Niang goes to the line. Senegalese Italian, his first EuroLeague season. Played for Italy this summer in the European Championships. He's from Dakar, Senegal originally.
Virtus Bologna sostituisce il numero 35.
Was drafted. Was Niang. Past year by the Cavaliers in the second round. Flat shot, short. And good hustle by Maccabi as they get it back. The pass ahead. Brissett with the stuff. Maccabi just won't go away. The largest lead Bologna have enjoyed so far tonight's been 8 points. Not sure about this. You can see Sorkin kind of rolls his, shrugs his shoulders. I'd like to see this again. Live eye. No, I think we can get on with that. There's physical contact every time down the floor. Again, it's easy with the replay, but when I saw it with the live eye, I thought it was okay. Diarra doesn't care. You can see Carson Edwards is working both referees. They said, hey, listen, I'm getting hit when I shoot it. Every time I shoot it, I'm getting touched. call that, please, Mr. Referee. Vildoza. That's the offensive rebounding of Bologna, really giving them extra opportunities to score. Bologna right now gets 7 offensive rebounds. And it's certainly something that Maccabi are going to have to be aware of. Again, they find themselves in an 8-point hole. This matches the largest lead that Bologna have enjoyed tonight.
Maccabi. Maccabi. פעמיים. Doesn't matter what we do in the end, we lose on bullshit things. Just be ready to play. Whatever you do, be ready to play. I want to play 4. I want to bring Edward. We play with Edward. Right? Come on. Maccabi.
You can see they're trying to stay tough. They're trying to stay resilient. See the general manager here, 3 times Italian champion with Bologna. In fact, Bologna are the current reigning champions of the Italian league right now. Got 17 national championships. The Serie A league, they're the reigning champs. Of course, we know Olimpia Milano also in the EuroLeague. Plenty of Italian teams have graced the Euro Cup. Trento, Venezia. Good rebound. Terrific rebound. Well, Brissett feels like it's been some offensive goaltending. Doesn't get the call. Will the referees review this? The Maccabi players are appealing. Edwards, now he's been working the referees. Is he going to get a call? Platt trying to keep him in front. Carson Edwards knocks down the 3, and he says to Matt Morgan, your turn, when you coming in? Oh, we've got our first double-digit lead here now on the back of that 3 from Edwards, Raymond's runner. Before the shot. So 3rd team foul on Bologna. We still got 1 to give. Coach Katash is asking if the referees are going to review it. Careful now, coach. He's already got 1 technical. You know, it must be a frustrating couple of seasons for him. This is such a storied club. 6-time champions, Maccabi, the most recent title in 2014 when Tyrese Rice was the MVP of the Final 4. That was in Milan. Oh, nice step through. Set with a nice step through. I wonder, was that partially tipped by Mohamed Diouf? Vildoza. Well, the Argentine strings it. This is not good news if you're Maccabi. You're down 14. Gotta stay focused, stay mentally in the game. See if you can chip away at this lead. That's what you do. Give it to Sorkin. He's had good success in the low post. There you go. He draws the double team, passes out of it. You get a layup. Doughton with the lay-in. Now, Maccabi got to think multiple stops. Edwards. That's no good. Carson Edwards, 5 of 10. He's attempted 10 threes. Raymond, that's ill-advised. Yeah, that's not a great shot from Raymond, and that's what happens when you take an ill-advised three. It's an easy lay-in on the breakout for Bologna, and you're working so hard if you're Maccabi. You know, there's a difference between a good shot and a good shot selection. Downton rattles home the three. Bologna in no hurry. You know, the clock is with them here in the waning seconds of the first half. Nice pass. Good contest at the rim by Sorkin, and Blatt with the loose ball. Now, can Maccabi finish this first half with a basket to make this a single-digit deficit? Bologna have got one foul to give, and right now, Blatt with a mismatch. There's the foul. You'd like to have seen Blatt go a little sooner, maybe just to give yourself. You knew the foul was coming. Blatt was going to have to initiate the movement. So Maccabi have got 6.5 seconds left. Wouldn't you like a couple more ticks? Edwards comes out. That'll be to preserve fouls. Maybe we get a longer player in. A bit more defensive presence. So Bologna cannot afford the foul now. 6.7 seconds left. Coach Katash is going to call the play in from the sideline. No timeout. Who's going to pull the trigger? Down. In the corner. Down. Step back three. Not the best look, a step back fadeaway three. You'd like to see Maccabi get something going to the rack. They're gonna have to come away with an empty possession. They'll go back into the change room, see if they can regroup. But if you're Bologna, you want to continue to play same tempo and the same skill. Carson Edwards has been your go-to. As we take a look at the halftime score, it's Virtus Bologna 56, Maccabi Tel Aviv 45 at halftime in this round 12 clash between these two former EuroLeague champions. We're going courtside to get live thoughts of tonight's action. First, Marcio Santos.
Very well, but Virtus scored 56 points, getting the leadership of Carson Edwards. What do you have to do to try to fight yourself back in the second half?
We need to put more effort. We know he's a shooter. He can score from everywhere. So we need to lock him down. And he scored a lot of points off offensive rebounds. We cut the offensive rebound, put back it out, and he shoot it. So we just cut this offensive rebound, cut the transition, and we'll be good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Bologna got 7 offensive rebounds, which gives them extra possessions. Back courtside we go. We're going to talk to the man that Santos was just talking about. It's Carson Edwards.
56 points as a team and 17 for you. You are cooking over there. What do you have to do in the second half to keep control of the game?
Defensively, I made some mistakes defensively. I got to be better on. We got to communicate a little better. But focus right now is just defensively. We got to get stops.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well said by our courtside journalist. Carson Edwards is cooking. That's for sure. He's got 17 points at halftime. That's his average through the season. He'll be adding to that in the next 20 minutes of play. And the play resumes here from the Palladosa. Final game in the Palladosa, as Bologna will say arrivederci to an old friend.
EuroLeague brought to you by Etihad Beyond Borders, Experience Abu Dhabi, Motorola, and BKT.
Have a good pregame meal and have a nap, and then Wake up from my nap, I'm on my way to the arena. 3 hours before the game, getting ready.
After that turns into like meditation, trying to find myself relaxing. And there's so much going on before games that being able to find like that peace, like that inner peace before it kind of helps.
Just talking and talking doesn't work for me. So usually before we walk out, you know, I'm very stoic, very quiet. Being able to control my emotions is something that I think is very important.
And Marcus Howard delivers.
Pressure is not something that I'm not aware of, but I'm not led by it. You know, there are obviously big moments, but I never really feel pressure per se.
Marcus Howard shoots this one from Bilbao!
I don't feel any pressure at all, to be honest.
There may be pressure on it, but at the end of the day, like, understanding that this is something I want to do, and so I'm just grateful to be here.
Carson Edwards to set Bologna on fire.
Those guys that are able to understand and like find peace within like the ups and the downs, like the tough games, the good games, the this and that. We're finding that like that flow state where you're like at peace regardless of what happens. I feel like that kind of separates people from not getting too high or getting too low.
Just being able to appreciate the little moments, you know, whether it's a hard practice or, you know, being able to travel. I mean, I think those are things that you always have to think in the big picture sense that most people would kill to be in the position that we're in. So, you know, not taking any day for granted, I think is very good.
The ability to get better, and I really enjoy doing that. Knowing there's something I can get better at, I'm going to attack it. I'm always trying to correct my mistakes and try to be a perfectionist within this game.
None, just running the show and running the buy-in defense ragged.
That was my best one.
These are not my jokes, man.
Who writes those? So stupid. Hey, this is a straight-face shootout.
Whoever makes the other laugh the most wins.
Okay, Dario, I'll start with the great jokes here. You're already laughing, huh? What do you call a moose with no name? Anonymous. So stupid.
That was terrible.
I mean, of course, that was my best one. Go ahead.
Okay. What's blue and smells like red paint?
What?
Blue paint.
That is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just like...
These are not my jokes, man.
That was good for you. I know for me, I know your style of jokes. Okay. What does a cow do if it stands still for too long? It moves. Come on, you gotta give me something. You gotta give me some reaction.
That was better than the first one, but...
That was better, buddy. That's a laugh.
Did you hear about the man who stole a calendar?
No.
He got 12 months.
Okay, that was good. I'm gonna use this one with my kids. And
One.
What types of apple grow on a tree?
Huh?
All of them. Who writes those?
How do you find Will Smith in the snow? You look for the fresh prints.
I won, right? I won. And you won because I was laughing. You know, when the Spanish guy tells you with the English jokes, you already laugh.
It's terrible.
All right, that's it, guys. Great jokes.
EuroLeague brought to you by Etihad, Beyond Borders. Experience Abu Dhabi. Motorola. And BKT.
Well, fans, welcome back to the Paladoza Arena here in Bologna, Basket City, as it's called. Fans out getting some refreshments here in this halftime intermission between the hosts Virtus Bologna and the visitors Maccabi Tel Aviv. The 9th time these two former champions have gone against each other, and Carson Edwards has been burning the building down. He's got 17 points at the halftime break. Edwards is 5 of 10 from behind the arc. He's got one basket to go with all those threes. As for Maccabi, they've been led in scoring by Marcio Santos with 10. Roman Sorkin had 8 points in the first quarter. Oh my goodness, don't forget about Matt Morgan. Matt Morgan was shooting the lights out as well. Morgan's got 11. So you wonder now, a game like this for Bologna, if they go on to win it, can this kickstart their season a little bit? You know, coming into tonight's game, Bologna were in 13th position with a 5-6 record. All of a sudden, you win this one, you go 6-6. You start thinking, hey, all right, we've won as many as we've lost. Can we get another win and start going on winning ways? It's the offensive rebounds that have been although Maccabi for their part have got 6, but the 7 offensive rebounds for Bologna have really gone a long way to giving them extra possessions and extra points. And you can see, look at that. The 1 point where they're tied, but other than that, Bologna have been in charge of this game. They, you know, throughout the whole game, it's been 6, it's been 8. You know, those double 2-possession, 3-possession leads are so comfortable, then all of a sudden, boom, it went to double digits. You can see Edwards with the 17 points and Morgan with his 11. Bologna led by as many as 14 at one stage. But this Maccabi team is resilient. They face adversity week in, week out. Remember, their home games they play in Belgrade, so the players have got to get used to living in hotels. And that'll take some energy out of your legs over the length of a season. You can see the passionate Bologna fans just taking a break. Those two fans taking a look at the EuroLeague website, all the W's.EuroLeagueBasketball.net. Plenty of features, interviews, stats. Nice to see the fans smiling. We're going to get the coaches courtside as they come out of their halftime changing rooms. First, we'll take a look at the Maccabi point of view with Coach Katash.
Coach, I imagine the focus in the locker room was on defense. What did you ask to your guys? How can you slow them down? How can you stop Carson Edwards?
It's a high-tempo game, and they shot the ball really well. Some of the shot we can live with, but some of them we can cut and to play like a team defense and to make sure when they miss we get the rebound.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yeah, they're giving up 56 points. Oh boy, at halftime. And I know I said in my comments, not that I'm the mastermind of basketball, but if you're guarding Carson Edwards, I would say you have no help responsibilities. One time he popped up in the corner all by himself, and that can't happen. You know, you'd rather give up a 2 than an attempt at Carson Edwards shooting a 3. And so whoever's guarding Edwards is got to have no help responsibility. We're going to go over to the Bologna side now and talk to Coach Ivanovic to get his view.
Coach, great offensive performance so far, but I'm pretty sure that in the locker room you asked something about your defense. What kind of adjustment in the second half?
We have to improve our defense, especially this problem, the focus on defense.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no surprise, Coach is talking about defense, right? Well, this team has certainly got something cooking offensively. 56 points, 13 assists. You know, those 7 offensive rebounds. They just got to keep doing what they're doing on offense. The offensive threat for Maccabi, Santos with 10. You know, Sorkin's a load. He's been difficult. He's got 8 points and he's shown some good poise in the post. He's been hard to cope with. We'll see if Maccabi go back to him. How are Maccabi shooting from the 3-point line? They're 7 for 19, not bad. Bologna. It's 10 for 22. They're almost shooting 50% from behind the arc. That is, that's hot. Remember, fans, we've got games throughout the EuroLeague this year. Some of those players you see there, Justin Robinson, who's with Paris, Tyson Ward, who was with Paris, Ward now with Olympiacos, Carson Edwards, who we've got with us tonight. Look at that, Nikola Milutinov, the points leader. What a beast he is, Milutinov on the backboard. And Elijah Bryant, he's having a tremendous season with Hapoel Tel Aviv, as is Filip Petrushchev, now playing for Dubai Basketball Club. Sylvan Francisco with Žalgiris. Remember, you can go to the game center and have a look at how the games are going. All that on the EuroLeague basketball website. So Olympiacos are at home in Piraeus, hosting Paris. Partizan in Belgrade, hosting Fenerbahce. The reigning champions, they're getting their act together. We take a look here at the contribution of Luca Vildoza, the Argentine international. Baskonia, with their new sponsors, they're hosting Bayern Munich and Valencia in their new arena. I've got Crvena Zvezda coming to Valencia. So Valencia, I've got a new arena. I'm told it's beautiful. I've not been there yet. Vildoza garners best performance honors in the second quarter, sponsored by BKT. And of course, soon, starting next season, Bologna will have their new arena. So this is the last night they will play a home game in the Palladosa. They have the temporary arena, the Segafredo Arena, which is actually, as I understand it, right next to the new construction. So if you're Bologna, you come out second half and you are as business-like as you can be. Just get the win. If you're Maccabi, you look at this double-digit deficit you're facing and you say, all right, piano piano, as they say in Italian, slowly, slowly, let's get back into this. But let's go one basket at a time. One possession at a time. And can you try to trim this double-digit deficit, 11 points? Can you get to single digits before you start the fourth quarter? Edwards, he's so quick. He's just so quick. He just uses screens so well. Inside pivot there on the left foot. Quick release. And Downton did his best to try to stay with him. Now Downton's got a size advantage. That's the other thing you can do with Edwards, try to get some length. Edwards is just 1.80 meters. Jeff Downton, 191. That's another way you can try to neutralize him. Let's get the fives organized on the floor. It's Vildoza, Edwards, Alston, Jallo, and Diouf for the hosts. Maccabi come with Clark, Sorkin, Brissett, Doughton, and Santos. Alston, old school, off the glass, no good. Ah, what a great break from Maccabi. Terrific pass. Doughton able to convert. It's going to hustle back now on defense. Speaking of terrific passes, Vildoza. Edwards. It's raining threes here in Basket City. Carson Edwards is in the mood. Carson Edwards. He's got 23 points. Might get a career high tonight. Santos, the perfect response. He's played well. Marcio Santos, 13 points for the Brazilian. No. I was gonna say, Just a second, Carson. That's a little bit ambitious. He apologizes to his teammates. That's a heat check. Clark steps into a three. No good. Kept alive by Santos. Trail referee with a call here. Jallo with the foul. Team's happy to chuck it up from the cheap seats. That shot from Brissett rattles the front of the rim. In some ways, this is starting to shape up like a training game. Guys getting early looks, pulling the trigger. Maccabi 8 for 22 from behind the arc. Bolonia 12 of 26. Sorkin will try his hand, why not? Bangs down the three. Sorkin with 11. Edwards gets a rub on the ball. There he is. You just, oh my days. You can't lose him. How do you lose him? He's in all kinds of space. He rattles home the three. Not Morgan must be saying to coach, hey coach, get me in there. This basket right now is the size of an ocean. Great ball movement by Maccabi. They find the open man. The foul on Alston. It's slick passing. There's the skip pass, the dump down. Actually, Vildoza who committed the foul. The referee's going to check this to see who it's on. We had a quick look for me. It's on Vildoza. Yeah, you can't tell from this angle. The previous angle was better. And Vildoza sticks his hand up straight away. Right there. Got to slow it down a couple of frames there. You can see Vildoza making contact. Here it is. Here's the best view right there with the left. Takes the left arm of Santos. You know, Argentina and Brazil, they are rivals in football and basketball.
Thank you.
Vildoza maybe just a little something for his South American rival to take home with him on the journey back to Tel Aviv. Santos in his first ever EuroLeague season. He had some Euro Cup action in his career with Horacio Farm Ulm, signed in the offseason by Maccabi. He won the Basketball Champions League Americas Championship with Franca, Brazilian club, and they claimed the Intercontinental Cup Championship 2023. That's when the Americas champion plays against the European champion. Oh, that's a terrific move. It's a great cut and a great move. Jallo spins in the low post and converts. Sorkin, nice feed into Santos, and I tell you what, we're going to get a ton of points in this one. Now look at Clark. He's trying to face guard Edwards. Why would you even let him get the ball? Jallo. Oh boy. We're gonna get a whole bunch tonight. Bologna and Maccabi gonna send the Paladoza out in style. Of course, 4-2 Bologna will still play here. The other club in Bologna. Nice feed, slick passing. Clark with the foul.
Virtus Bologna, sostenitrice il numero 21,
Alston Jr. will step out. Derek Alston Jr. Another Texan from Houston, Texas. Lots of Texans in the EuroLeague this year. We saw it last night. Zach Leday, he's from Dallas. Armani Brooks from Waco. Played for Milano. Milano lost last night. Yeah, look at Di Bartolomeo. He is just stuck on Carson Edwards. Vildoza, his shot off the mark. God, we just can't make any inroads into this 11-point deficit they faced. Coming out of the changing room, great defense there. Terrific defense by Diouf. Pokes it away. And Brissett could go back and retrieve it. We're going to get another break here in the action at the midway mark of the third quarter. Here's your score. Virtus Bologna 70. Maccabi Tel Aviv 59.
A big guy, a bio. If we play pick and roll, they switch, we don't have nothing. So we try to play something pin down like this, or if you're not to play cut down. Okay? Hey, now with number 4 is switch. Number 4 is shoot, switch with number 4. It is number 3 is right switch. And if you're black, we don't switch. Horza flash, the variable here. Horza flash. Up and continuation the fight. Hey, do strong foul, you do it.
You heard the instructions there of Coach Ivanovic. Calling the offensive set. Horns up flash. He's going to change his personnel. Alessandro Paola, just there in the center of your screen, comes in, as does Matt Morgan. Diouf trying to go at Santos. Some floppy action here. Oh, what a great feed from Morgan. Good floppy action to get Morgan open on the wing, and he just threw a bullet pass inside, and Diouf rams it home. You can see Bologna doing a good job keeping their offensive players in front of them. Santos has made a couple threes tonight. That one's short. Here goes Morgan. Good closeout by Lavi. Really good defense. And that's what you need. You know, you're struggling if you're Maccabi, you're having a hard time getting anything going your way. Then Lavi plays a good bit of defense. That'll pick the teammates up, at least for this possession. Santos comes out. Blatt on the floor. Sorkin, he loves to get down inside. I think he's looking for a foul there, doesn't get it. Good second effort. Lat, that's no good. Raymond, he can't convert it, but you love the energy and the effort of the Maccabi players. You can see Vildoza and Edwards are looking for a travel on Raymond.
Allora, Virtus numero 7, Young, terzo fallo. 2 tiri liberi per Raymond.
Well, you need free throws. Neither team's been to the line that much. It just tells you how wide open this game's been. So Maccabi 6 of 8. Bologna 6 of 9. You see the Bologna fans. What I love about this arena is the seats are steep. They go up. Modern arenas, they kind of sprawl out a little bit. Oh, what a great backdoor cut by Morgan. A terrific cut by Morgan. An even better pass by Paola. And Bologna with 18 assists. They are slick at times. Sorkin's shot, no good. Look at the hustle of your captain, Di Bartolomeo, chasing down a loose ball. Sorkin, isolated the low post. Oh, good give. Niang can't believe the call against him. He thought it was clean. Hard to tell from that. He doesn't think, but look at that pass. You know, it goes right over the shoulder of Raymond, right by his ear, and that's kind of the one place where defenders can't get their arms. So, you know, coaches often talk about that. You know, throw that pass, whistle it right by the ear of the defender. Here comes Daniel Hackett. Nice night for him. So Hackett, his 350th appearance. He's got 2 assists now. That puts him firmly 15th all-time in Turkish Airlines, well, I beg your pardon, EuroLeague history. Hackett passes Theo Papaloukas. Hackett now has 978 assists and counting. Blatt spilled it. Paola headmans it. Morgan, oh, he just glides as easy as you like. Lays it up and in. Good hustle from Blatt. Now Sorkin slides and passes inside the lobby. Jallo trying to say, look, I got him on the floor, referee. No shots here. Well, if Jallo just stayed up and defended straight without fouling, he might have been the beneficiary there. Lobby with a chicken hook to get around him. Oded Katash. He's a great player in his own right. 1997 in the FIBA European Championships Eurobasket in Spain. He was the top scorer in that competition. 2000, he was a EuroLeague champion with Panathinaikos as a player. So both he and his opposite number tonight, Coach Ivanovic, have been EuroLeague champions as players. Ivanovic with Jugoplastika. In fact, just a bit of history on these two teams. So we know that Bologna have won this competition twice. They've been to 3 EuroLeague Final Fours. Maccabi won it 6 times. And the two clubs have faced each other for the title. 1981, shot from Blatt's too strong. 1981 in Strasbourg, Maccabi won 79-78. Close game that was. then in 2004 in Tel Aviv, Maccabi won that one comfortably, 118-74. Ivanovic disagrees. So Raymond back to the stripe. And going back to 2004 in Tel Aviv, it was Maccabi Tel Aviv 118, Bologna 74. So Maccabi won comfortably in their roster on that night. They had Anthony Parker with 21 points. Cyrus Jasikavic, just now the coach of Fenerbahce, he had 18 points, and Nikola Vucic had 9. It's a pretty talented roster, but when you hear these names in a second, as Bologna look to score here. Latz trying to blanket Morgan. Sorkin with the foul. So on that night back in 2004, Bologna came up short, but they had Milos Vuhanic, Gianluca Basile, Italian international, Carlos Delfino, Argentinian international, Marco Bellinelli, Italian international. He had those years with the Spurs. Mateusz Smodis, the Slovenian, what a player he was. Elazem Lorbak, Slovenian international, he was young. Then Hannu Metala from Finland. What an inspiration Metala was to young Finns. It was Metala, and then Petteri Kuppinen came through. Now you got Mika Jantunen, played for Paris. A couple seasons each with Fenerbahce, the Finn, and then we're all waiting for. Oh, another great pass. Bologna are executing their offenses so well. Backdoor cuts, you know, screeners, screening then cut into the basket. We're all waiting for Slim Jesus to have an influence with Partizan. Finnish talent waiting to break onto the European scene. Raymond is going to go back to the line. Raymond's been ubiquitous. Of course, the Finnish sensation, his given name is Mika Muronen. Just 18 years of age. He was in high school in the US and he came back to play for Finland in the European Championships this summer. Just set that tournament on fire. He's the youngest player in the tournament. He's going to go back to the States and join the collegiate ranks, but Partizan Belgrade said, hey, why don't you come play in Belgrade and learn from the master Željko Obradović? And so he did. Partizan's games a couple of weeks ago, and he really didn't get any time at all. So just waiting for him to blend in to the team concept. There's Edwards. When does he come back on? So Edwards right now has got 26 points. His career high is 36 points last month when he lit up Asvel. Paiola whips a pass to the corner. That shot too strong. Hackett with the rebound. Paiola will step into a three. That's short. Another long rebound into the hands of Matt Morgan. And Morgan wants to take some seconds off the clock here as we wind down the third quarter. Morgan maybe left it too late. He did, but he somehow gets it up on the backboard. Another long rebound into the hands of Bologna. And they'll get free throws here. Santos with the foul.
Maccabi sostituisce il numero 11 Raymond con il 2.
Great to see the fans here and their numbers. Those two young fans really enjoying themselves. Why not? Friday night in Basket City. You get to watch the round ball game. So sent Derek Alston Jr. to the stripe. His first EuroLeague season, one of the players called in to replace those 8 players who left. Now think about this, who left. So Will Clyburn left. Clyburn wasn't brilliant here, but my, what a year he's having. Ante Zizic, Croatian international, Andreas Grajulis, Latvian, Isaiah Cordinier, Achille Polonara. Cordinier is having a good year. Marco Bellinelli hung up his boots. Cordinier, of course, with FS. Will Clyburn is reeling back the years. He's with Barca. Of course, Barca just made a coaching change. Juan Panaroya no longer with the club, and Javi Pasquale, who's returned. So Maccabi can't end that third quarter with a score. Well, at the end of 3, it's Virtus Bologna 80, Maccabi Tel Aviv 66, round 12 of the EuroLeague. Well, that quarter, Bologna put up 24 points. In the second quarter, they put up 30 points. First quarter was 26. I would expect they'll get to the ton. And how many times have Bologna done that so far this year? Well, they haven't. Yes, they have. Bologna won the second round at Valencia. They put up 103 points. Again, a reminder, games taking place elsewhere. As we take a look at some stats here in this one, look at those offensive rebounds. 10 for Bologna, 14 for Maccabi. There was that one stage where they get 3 or 4 in a row, Maccabi on air balls. In fact, Maccabi are winning the battle of the boards 30-26. Bologna with just 4 turnovers, and Marcio Santos has been a bright spark for Maccabi. Take a look at his contribution this evening. He's got 17 points. That might be a career high for him. Let's see if I can confirm that. His first ever EuroLeague season. He rarely starts. He's only started 1 game this season. And yeah, his season high, his career high, 18 points last month against Barcelona. He gets third quarter best performance honors sponsored by BKT, and you would have thought that he'll set a new career high. Just 1 point off of it. Carson Edwards could set a new career high too. He's got 10 points to get. Clark lets fly. Hits the heel of the rim. DiBartolomeo chases down the rebound. He's joined on the floor by Santos Raymond. And Clifford Amori. There's Amori, the number 14. Nigerian, 2'11". Amori gets his first touch. Well, he had it momentarily, Amori, but he was dispossessed by Daniel Hackett, and Paiola. And look at that great sideline break by Bologna. 2-3 passes, and they're right in the corner. Again, here's the floppy action that they like. Morgan, mid-range jump shot. It's just pure. Matt Morgan, he's got great rotation on it. That is just velvet. Morgan was 17 as well. And doing my research for this game, I can tell you that Bologna, when they beat FS right here at home, they had 6 players in double figures. Amori fouled by Diarra. How many players have they got double digits so far? So Morgan's got 17, Edwards 26, Diouf's got 13. And Jallo's got 7. So again, good balanced scoring. So for Diarra, that's his 4th foul. Amori got some love from the rim. Amori from Benin City, originally in Nigeria. He played his collegiate basketball at Rutgers University for 3 years. Check that, 4 years. He had 1 more year of eligibility where he played at Alabama. It was his first year as a pro. He's at one of the best clubs in Europe. Diarra Anoy's picked up his 4th foul. See Hackett just using his body so well. He has to travel. Yeah, you can see the smile on the face there of Derek Alston Jr. Gonna chase his pivot feet. A whole bunch of other things as well. And look at the tenacity of Di Bartolomeo. Doubted. Maccabi just can't buy a basket to get any rhythm. They're 9 of 30 from behind the arc. So Bologna now want to win this game at home. They want to say ciao to the Palladosa. Continue to improve. They've got tough tasks ahead of them as Di Bartolomeo drops down that 3. He gives you everything every night. So for Bologna, they go on the road at Fenerbahce. It's not going to be easy. Fenerbahce are getting themselves back together, getting organized. Then it's Dubai in the Segafredo Arena. Then it's Hapoel Tel Aviv. So the next 3 games, you got the reigning champions. You're at Fenerbahce. Great finish there by Paiola. I love his game. Then you got Dubai, the new team who come into town. Now that's a talented roster, that Dubai basketball team. Petrushev, Jenan Musa, he's still injured. Bertans, Dubai team, cannot take lightly, even though they're the newcomers. So they'll be in the Segafredo Arena. We had Dwayne Bacon's on that team too. Alexa Avramovic just recently signed. I love his game, the Serbian point guard. Mamjite, Sertac Sandla. Got plenty of guys with all kinds of EuroLeague experience. Matt Ryan, sharp shooter. Just added. So they'll be tough. And then you got Hapoel Tel Aviv, who are top of the table. Next 3 games tough for Virtus Bologna. For Maccabi, they're going to host Milan in Sofia. Then they go to Kaunas against the Žalgiris team that are laying waste to lots of teams. And they'll look at Asvel and say, you know what, round 15 Asvel, you're down here with us. You need to have a bit of you. Morgan up 2 screens and then gets it back top to Paola. Paola's pass off the mark. And he hustles back on defense. You gotta love that energy of Paola. Turned it over, got back on defense. Amori can't keep it alive, but he certainly makes a mess of things inside. Make sure that the Bologna players can't get it.
Virtus Bologna sostituisce il capitano Alessandro Paola.
There's Paola. In comes Vildoza. He's been a good signing, Vildoza. Luca Vildoza is a veteran that you bring in. 7th EuroLeague season. At the timeout, Virtus Bologna 86, Maccabi Tel Aviv 73. Comfortable margin for the home team.
Jeff, you take the ball. We play the 2. I want to play the 2 with O'Shea. O'Shea, you cut, and you get the ball. Marcio, you're on the strong side, okay? John, you do a back screen to... איך אתה רוצה לעשות? מה אמרת? אבל קליפ על המגרש. Okay. John, you take the ball. We run the 2 with O'Shea. You get the ball, you pass it to Marcio. Right? Jeff goes here. John, immediately when you pass it, I want stagger for John. Let's go.
Okay, you can hear Coach Katash giving some offensive instructions here to Maccabi. They want DiBartolomeo coming up a stagger screen. We'll see if we can identify it for you. Here he is. Production team's on the ball. Here's DiBartolomeo. He's got 11 points tonight. He's 3 for 4 from behind the arc. He's got a little something going. Watch DiBartolomeo come up a stagger screen, which is one then the other. There's one screen. Santos is supposed to be the other screen. Instead, it's a handoff, and his shot is way off the mark. So good defense by Bologna. Santos was supposed to be the second screener there, but he couldn't get the ball out of his hands. And now Maccabi, you're looking at Edwards back on the floor. Oh my days, coach, what are we doing here? Who's got him? The new man. Amori's gonna try. Edwards going right over the top of the defense, too strong. Great work inside. Stick back, good from Akele. Brissett. Got some assistance from the rim on that one. 5 to play in this one. We're so glad you're with us. Thank you. Edwards kicks. Morgan moves it on. What a great pass. Hackett with a bullet pass down the gut. And it looks like Amori's going to get called for the foul here, which will send Jallo to the stripe. Not a lot wrong with that, to be honest. You can see he's got every reason to. You can see. Kareem Jallo saying, hey, did you get any pictures of me you can share? Airdrop those for me, will you? Boy, that wasn't a foul, but we had the benefit of instant replay. Coach Ivanovic, not only a good player in his own right, but he's been around the league as a coach. He's been with Baskonia 4 different occasions. He's taken the helmet Crvena Zvezda, Panathinaikos, Barcelona, BCM, Besiktas. He was from Montenegro originally. Bartolomeo's floater, air ball. Look how he stops the ball in transition. Maccabi, you know, they're still playing hard. I don't know how Jallo's getting away with this push. We're just seeing the end of it. Good hands there by Doughton. Edwards off the stagger screen. You can see Santos picking him up. Bartolomeo comes to put a double team on him. Santos steps hard on the screen and he causes Edwards to cough it up. Defense by Brissett. Santos. You know, Maccabi were top of the table last year in the Israeli Winter League. The league was abandoned because of the political situation, and then we know, of course, that Bologna won the Italian league. This is what EuroLeague's all about, the champions of the different leagues. Hackett, good gift from Hackett. Equally good defense from Maccabi. Referee's gonna change his decision here. Maccabi just got to keep scratching, clawing, and playing. Do the best that they can here to try and reduce this deficit. You never know. You know, when you play Bologna later in the year, you don't want to be chasing too many points in the head-to-head aggregate. Nice sportsmanship there from Akele. So again, just quickly taking it around the league. Olympiacos hosting Paris basketball. That in the Peace and Friendship Stadium. Partizan Belgrade against the reigning champions Fenerbahce. That game in the Belgrade Arena. Baskonia Vitoria Gasteiz. They're hosting Bayern Munich. Valencia in their new arena against Crvena Zvezda. You can see now Maccabi come out with a half-court trap. They're throwing everything at Bologna. See how the table looks in a few minutes. Vildoza too strong. Another possession for Bologna. Vildoza's pass read by Santos with the pick. The interception. Yeah, good individual skills, good move. You can see Ivanovic wants a timeout. Good move from Doughton. Still playing hard. All credit to them, to their professionalism. It's 10 points now. They can get back in this. And that's why Ivanovic wants a timeout. Doesn't want this win to elude their grasp. 3 minutes left, 10 points. This game is long from over.
If you don't look from ball, they play trap, share the ball. Okay? These top kids, hey, they play the big like this, Rejet, he play left. No Rejet, put him right. Giro flash. Okay, first, start like this. After this, you share the ball. Come on.
Offensive timeout here from Coach Ivanovic. So from Montenegro, originally he's fluent in Spanish. He spent so many years with the Baskonia club. I dare say he's probably proficient in Italian as well, and fluent in English. Those fans are fluid, shall we say. They're looking forward to a good night on the piazzas of Basket City, should their team go on and win this. So Maccabi going to show some pressure. You heard Coach Ivanovic watch the trap, pass the ball out of the trap, handled comfortably by Bologna, no problem. There's Carson on the Iverson screen. Gives it back to the point. Edwards lost the handle, spilled it again. It's the second time in a row, I believe, that Carson Edwards has spilled it. Edwards, 2 turnovers. Look at the rebound of Will Raymond. What a rebound. Maccabi can score here. This becomes interesting. Raymond, and one. So Raymond will go to the line. And Maccabi Tel Aviv just trying to make things interesting. A little shrug of the shoulders. Raymond goes, puts the ball on the deck. So Niang now will foul out of this contest with his 4 points. 15 minutes. Raymond knocks down 2 free throws here. Edwards comes out. Not sure why he's coming out. He's a ball handler. He's a scorer. This game isn't over yet. Raymond makes both free throws. It's an 8-point game. Again, the pressure. There's a steal from DiBartolomeo. He'll line up a 3. Bingo! It wouldn't go. It hit everything but the bottom. Now, who's got it? Look at the hustle. Oh, John DiBartolomeo, the 3 hit everything but the bottom of the net. And Maccabi refused to give up the ghost. Here's the steal. Great anticipation by DiBartolomeo. Lines up the 3 in transition. It just wouldn't fall for him. But look at Raymond and Brissett scrap for it. And so out comes Vildoza, who got yanked for the turnover. And Paola, another point guard, comes in. I think the referees are trying to figure out how much time is on the clock. Do they have the right guys jumping? Referee Panther. Signals we're ready to go. So it's Brissett and Alston. Down chases down the long tip. 8 points the difference. Down. Well, he went back to the window. He missed that shot early in the game, and Coach Katash said, be positive, keep going. Into the middle of the press. That's how you beat the pressure. Now it's a 2-possession game, 6 points. If Bologna Come up empty here. There'll be nerves. Raymond puts his body in the line. I think it's a charge. I think he was rooted. I think he got there. I'm probably wrong now on the replay. Seeing it live, I thought he was there. You love the effort, but he's still moving. Nevertheless, Diop's gonna have to dust himself down and shoot some free throws. Coach Katat's gonna burn his coach's challenge here. I saw it naked eye, I thought it was a charge, but when I saw it on the instant replay, I think the referees have got this right. I don't think Raymond's rooted to the spot yet. Referee's just gonna check things through.
Challenge. Yeah.
Se fosse all'interno o all'esterno del semicerchio sotto canestro.
He has no primary defender.
Yeah, so it's secondary.
He is moving under him. There's no contact with the torso, what I call. Okay?
Still in motion, so it's defensive foul.
Defensive foul. Thank you.
Yeah, the referees got that right. You can hear and Panther saying, look, he's still in motion, which is what I was saying. Raymond hadn't established position before the offensive player got airborne. He did his best. I mean, you love the effort and endeavor of Raymond. That's what he gives you. But the referees have got it right. So now Diop's got to go to the stripe and knock down free throws. First one's good. Diop is 63% free throw shooter this season. So that makes it 7, which makes it a 3-possession game. Concentration of Mohamed Diop. Missed it. DiBartolomeo with the rebound. Now DiBartolomeo's got a couple threes in his locker. Downed it. He'll step into an easy 3. It won't go. Santos with the offensive rebound in traffic. Oh, Santos. I thought he touched it last. It looks like he's gonna spill it here. Look at that, he gets good position. Now the space dribble, try to get space. Oh, I think he got that last touch. You can see the Italian fans. It looked from where I'm seated that Santos got the last touch, but the refs were a lot closer, so they're going to look at it themselves. Big call here. I think that's the touch right there.
The last touch is yellow, correct?
Yeah, let's check it out from the other angle.
I think this is the best one, but let's see. This is the last touch from yellow.
Yeah.
After that, if we have, we cannot see black one here. There is a touch or not here? No black touch, huh? Goal didn't change. Any rotation after yellow?
It's not clear to change anything.
Black ball. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, big call, and referees will reverse their decision. I thought it was Santos who got the last touch. Now, Carson Edwards is going to come back into the game. I don't know why he went out in the first place. He's a guard. He's good with the ball in his hands. Maccabi are pressing, so Maccabi will stay in their press. It's a three-quarter court press. I can't tell if it's 2-2-1. At one stage, it was a 1-2-2. You can see the even front there with Brissett and Raymond. That's the first line of the press. It looks like a 2-2-1 press. Here's DiBartolomeo on the second line with Downton. Look at Raymond working hard. Morgan steps through the trap. Okay, so now if you're Maccabi, you dig in and defend, and if you're Bologna, you take seconds off the clock. You got your two best scorers on. And that three could very well win it. Derek Alston with the three to make it back to a 10-point game, and that might seal it. That's what you don't want to do if you're Bologna. Do not foul. Don't allow Maccabi to go back to the free throw line. Alston just late. Just let him go by you. You do not want to foul here. Alston on one end does a great job for the team. And that's a brave man to shoot it when Morgan and Edwards are both on the floor with you. So Raymond back to the stripe. Heart goes out to Maccabi. Raymond 7 for 10 from the line. Can he make it a 9-point game? 3 possessions. He can't. And that'll pretty much see off the challenge of Maccabi. Edwards in no hurry. You can see Downton asking for the double team. Here comes Raymond. And Raymond commits the foul. Yeah, Raymond just not quick enough to get in front of Carson Edwards. Let's hope Edwards is okay after that tumble. He'll have to make sure all the fingers are working. I love these spectacles when the fans sing together. What a night it was when Virtus Bologna won the Euro Cup in 2022. That was a heck of a night in the Segafredo Arena. Edwards with an uncharacteristic miss. Missed them both. You don't see that very often. So Maccabi now got to get busy. Step back three, good. Maccabi just won't go away. 10 points, now a 7-point game. There's the foul. So Jeff Doughton Jr., he's got 18, he's played well tonight. So back to the stripe we go. Remember, fans, this is the last time that Virtus Bologna will play in this arena. They're going to go to the rest of their home games in the Segafredo Arena. Paola to the line. But if you're Oded Katash, you have to be proud of the way your team fought. You know, they were out of this game for long stretches, and then they just came back. This man here, instrumental. Brissett wouldn't go. And there have been so many shots like that from Maccabi, in and out. Oh, looked like a double dribble. Look how they scrap and scramble. Good pass ahead. Don't foul. If you are Bologna, let them score. Another turnover here caused by the intensity of Maccabi. Now, look, Maccabi have done some good things tonight. They've turned the ball over only 9 times. That's terrific. Bologna turned it over 13 times. Not bad. But back to the line, Maccabi go. Santos. Now remember, they were down 17 points. He was good in that first quarter, wasn't he, Roman Sorokin? I promise you, Maccabi are not going to give up these last 11 seconds. They'll press again. Santos to make it a 7-point game. Karim Yallo steps out. Look how Maccabi work. That'll beat the pressure. Doesn't count. Derek Alston with a 3 to punctuate the victory for Bologna as they increase the cushion that they'll bring to Sofia when these two teams play each other for the second time in the league. Does he get it off in time? He does, you know. And Alston Jr. knocks down a 3 to make this a 10-point difference. It looked for sure at halftime that Bologna were going to get to the